Uh, it was a harsh result. I thought our guys did everything we needed to do to get the win. Right on the doorstep of making a play to get the goal that I think would have put us through. I think at one point shots were 18-1. It's just we love a pretty cruel game sometimes. It's a hard way to end when you feel like we deserve a little bit more, but that's how soccer goes. We won a PK shootout last week and came pretty close to getting another one, but it's anybody's game when it gets to that. But we had a group of seniors this year that was my first recruiting class. Guys who couldn't have given any more to get all the way. The way they led this team was remarkable, and every guy in this roster fought so hard for them because they wanted two more wins for them. But they're such a huge part of what this program is and what it means to be a senior on this team and what we will eventually accomplish as a program. They're going to be a huge part of. So in that way, I couldn't be prouder of coaching this group and especially these four seniors.
Yeah, this time it wasn't a Wednesday in the middle of midterms week. So we had two of our guys, Carter and Dial, were both hurt during that game, so they came back. Um, and we had a very different back line then. I mean, tonight, one shot for most of the game, a few in overtime, but our back line really figured it out. Between then and now, we've changed a lot as a team. And I think just being here this whole weekend has been pretty incredible. And like Coach said, um, like we were going to put everything out there. So I think, yeah, it's tough. It's tough to outplay a team and losing PKs, but it's soccer, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. Obviously, the Final Four is has a lot of excitement around it. Um, I just want to say that I'm so proud of all of our guys, and those penalty kicks they don't represent us. They don't represent, I think, the story of this team, the story of this game. Um, I think North Park came out and executed a game plan. Um, the stage was fun, but ultimately, soccer, like Coach said, soccer's kind of a cruel game, and it happens. So we gotta sort of take it as it is. It kind of sucks, but it happens. So
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is so much has changed in 4 years. Like U Chicago is a place now where a kid who wants the best academic experience they could have and also play the best soccer can go. And I think that's something when I was looking to play soccer in college wasn't really there. And we kind of made that here. I mean, some of the guys who were seniors when I was a first year came to the game tonight, and just looking up and seeing them, and they're back here and they live everywhere, and it's like that's why we play. And I think knowing that that's a legacy now, and no matter what championship is out there, that we're gonna get it in the next few years. But knowing that that's there means the world to me. And I mean, obviously, like missing the PK night, it's hard. Um, but like Andre, Hill, Gary, the other seniors, like what we've been a part of has been so much more than what we could have won tomorrow. And I think it's the best thing we can say right now. And I'm so excited to come back here, wherever it is, the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years when all these guys are doing it again.
It was as great of a run as I've ever been a part of, and is quality a group of people I've ever been surrounded by. These two and Hill and Gary are you just can't wait to see what they do with their lives, because what they've done with this team is beyond their years. And to get so many other people bought into why this is important to them and to fight for them, it's just it is. When we step back, we would love a national championship, but the feeling we have from being around people who care this much and work for each other, that's never going to go away. Our alumni games are going to get better every year. Maybe you can win one now that you're an alum. These guys are going to come back and be a part of Final Fours, and everyone knows what it means to play soccer at Chicago now. And we take the hurt from this, but such an incredible school that attracts such incredible people, and an amazing experience to be a part of, to compete at this level and come so close to winning a national championship. Thanks.
Thank you.
here.
Does it matter where we sit? Okay. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. This was one of those games that only happens in the sport of soccer, where you can not be the better side for a while and maybe have not quite the amount of possession or shots that you would have liked. And if you play good defense and you have, a center backs and goalkeepers who are playing at an elite level, you can stay in the match and you can find a way to win. And I give so much credit to Chicago because, say, that first 60, 70 minutes, they played some of the best soccer I've seen in years. And despite our, obviously our passion and our just effort, it came down to just our defenders playing great and then them not converting. And I wouldn't say we were lucky, but we were a bit fortunate to be where we were. And then once we got, we're a slow starting team, not normally 70, 80 minutes slow, but it came around towards the end, and we finally got into our groove in the overtimes, and I think that really helped us believe that we could do this. And when we went to PKs, we felt pretty confident that we would get the result.
Yeah, the atmosphere was awesome today. I'm so grateful for the traveling fans, and yeah, I'm just overwhelmed by the support we have.
Yeah, like he said, I'm very grateful for the fans we had today. Obviously, it's a long road trip that they took for us. They've been there for all of our important games, and they've been, even though they're coming a small number, they're loud. They're loud guys. They're loud people, and we appreciate their support so much. So, I mean, it was huge for us to have them here, and we thank them very much.
To like to play school in your city or in your area
Yeah.
and a national semifinal and to beat them?
I don't take any extra pleasure in beating them because we have great respect for Chicago. They're a class act. After the game, whenever anybody loses at this level, it's heartbreaking. And those are some good kids who, came up and shook our hands, and it was just a battle. I really wish we could have been on opposite sides and maybe met in the championship. But there's no extra bit of satisfaction in that because they're a good team with that has our total respect.
Turn the page tomorrow night, not to take away from this victory here, but 24 hours playing for a national championship, or less than 24 hours playing for a national
Yeah.
championship. What are those feelings? What are those emotions right now?
We've had a vision the entire year, so I mean, to a certain extent, we expected to be here. But obviously, we're very excited. It's the first time in school history, so for us, it's huge. The entire school has been behind us, and we've formed into a family. So we're very excited to be here with one another.
We have been talking about it the entire season that we're gonna win the national championship. So that's all been our goals since the beginning. So that's what we're gonna do.
Guys, go get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Go
having us.
Park.